Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, July 9th, and I am back with another update. This is podcast number 12. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jennifer, and I currently live in Arizona with my husband, our 2 dogs, and I'm currently 36 weeks pregnant, which is probably why I'm so out of breath, so I apologize in advance. But this will probably be the last update before baby's born. So I wanted to go ahead and share with you what I've been working on. I don't have too much to share. I do have a small finished object, a new cast on. I wanted to share with you a whip I've been working on, a little bit of haul. So I do have a few things to share. And before I jump into that though, I quickly wanted to mention that I did create a new separate YouTube channel, and it's more family related. I kind of go in depth about our son's condition. He was diagnosed with heterotaxy, and I've been posting my baby shower haul over there, and I plan on posting vlogs, maybe a little bit of his birth story and his NICU stay and all of that. His journey will be over there on that channel. So if you're at all interested in that, I will link the channel down below, as well as the video where I go into depth about what heterotaxy is and what congenital heart defects he has and all of that. I actually just filmed an update before this video, so I will link that as well if you're interested at all. Otherwise, if you're here for knitting, that's what we're going to talk about today. I wanted to go ahead and kind of keep that separate, like crafts from personal life. So you can go ahead and follow me at jen_crafts on Instagram. I will have that linked down below, and I will also link my Ravelry in case you're interested in any of the projects that I talk about. So let's get started. First of all, the first finished object that I wanted to share is very special to me, and they're these little baby socks that they're super blown. Let me try to turn off this light really quick. It's just really gloomy outside. You can't even see. But you can see the socks a lot better. They are very bright and I love them so much. And if you can tell, let me see if I can show you. They are inspired by my heterotaxy awareness bracelet, which is amazing. Let me turn this light back on. So let's talk a little bit about these socks. First of all, if you've seen my previous podcast, you might have seen that I've made these baby socks multiple times. This is, let me see here. The pattern is called Perfect Newborn Socks by Tabitha Gandee, and I did 20 rounds for the leg and 15 rounds for the foot using a US 0.2 millimeter. This yarn, like I was showing you, is absolutely amazing, and this was so generously dyed and created by Savannah, which is Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. She has amazing yarn. She's an amazing indie dyer, and I will link her down below. She went ahead and went out of her way to create this colorway in awareness for heterotaxy, which is incredible. Let me see, I took a screenshot because I wanted to make sure I provided the correct information. Let me see here. I will link this yarn down below, but the name of this yarn is actually called For Milo, and Milo is my son's name, and it's for heterotaxy awareness. And 10% of each skein sold will be donated directly to the Heterotaxy Connection organization, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so beyond grateful, and I'm so thankful to have an amazing friend like that. So if you are at all interested in this colorway, and if you're interested in showing your support, please go down below and purchase one of these beautiful skeins. You will not regret it. The colors are absolutely beautiful. So once I finished these socks, I had to go ahead and immediately cast on matching socks for myself. So this is the skein here. Again, it's blown out because of the light here, but I went ahead and I just had barely cast it on, and I am trying these 9-inch circulars again. I don't know, I'm slow with 9-inch circulars. My hands cramp up. I'm just not loving it. I'm gonna give it a go for another inch, I would say. And if I still don't like it, I'm gonna switch over to DPNs. I am kind of going off of a pattern. Let me see here. I'm kind of using this pattern as a reference, but this is Vanilla Socks on 9-inch Circulars by Kay the Crazy Sock Lady, and I will link the pattern down below. It's a great pattern, but I just want to add ribbing to the socks so that they look a little bit more like these, where they have the ribbing. And I love ribbing in general. I feel like they really fit my foot really well. They're like nice and snug. So that's kind of what I want to do. So I'm just using this pattern as a little bit of a reference. So I was working on that, and then I kind of put it aside because I suddenly wanted to work on an old whip, which I don't even remember how that came about, to be honest. Anyway, so I went ahead and I pulled out my, let me see here. Okay, so this whip was actually a Cal in last year, 2020, like the beginning, I think like April of 2020. I started this knit along and didn't get very far, to be honest. And then just suddenly I had the urge to pull this one back out. This is called, of course, let me see. It's called the Festival of Stitches Mystery Knit Along by Lisa Haynes. And I love her patterns. I'm loving this shawl so much. Let me show you where I'm at. So which way do I hold this? This, maybe? It looks so good. So the yarns that I'm using, of course I didn't write it down. The yarns that I'm using though are Olaan yarn. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, and Hue Loco. So there's one Hue Loco color, which is this dark color here, and I think this is called Sonata. I'll link everything down below. And then this one is by Olaan Yarns, and I think it's called Heir. And the last one is the burgundy color, which I left in the project bag in the living room because, again, I've been working on this like non-stop. But it's this burgundy color here, and that one's also Olaan Yarns, and I think it's called like Mercy or something with an M. Again, I will link all three of them down below in case you're interested. But I am loving this shawl so much. So this is the cast on section here, and then you work your way and do increases, and then you work on the bobble sections in between the garter rows. So that donut right there, this donut stitch marker, is where I started when I pulled this old whip out. So I had barely done this much, and then I just stopped working on it. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have needles in this project. When I pulled it back out, I realized that I had pulled out the needles for another project. So I went ahead and picked this back up, and I worked my way down this way, put this side on hold. So I put that whole side on hold, and then just continued working this way. And I completed this lace section this morning, actually. It's beautiful. And I'm just now starting, I just added in, who's calling me? Okay, I had to answer that phone call. But what I was saying is that I had joined in colors A and B, which are these two colors here. And I am now starting the mosaic section, which is the second part of Clue 2. and I'm absolutely loving it. It's so much fun. The lace was so much fun. Like I really enjoy the lace, and I think it's going to be so pretty once it's blocked and you're able to actually see the lace work. With the mosaic knitting, it's easy. It's just slip stitches, but I feel like I'm slower and I have to pay more attention just to make sure that I'm slipping things correctly and I'm not missing anything. So I just have to be really careful, but I am very eager to continue with this section this afternoon. So loving this. Okay, so let's move on to a little bit of haul. I did receive some yarn from, again, my friend Savannah, Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. I'm pretty sure she still has some of these in her shop. And along with this haul is kind of going to be future plans. They kind of go hand in hand. So, sorry, it's a little crinkly, but actually I should take this out. Hold on. Okay, so she went ahead and kindly sent me this yarn, which is absolutely amazing. I love how bright and fun these are. And this is specifically for a project that I want to cast on. Let me see if I wrote this down. Yes, so the pattern is called Lucky Star Socks. And this is by Deborah Raymond, which is Candy Shop Yarns on Instagram. I'll link all of that down below in case you're interested, but I've been seeing this pattern on Instagram and I absolutely love it. Savannah already finished, I believe, her first sock and she's working on her second one, so I'm a little behind. But I definitely want to cast that on. This is going to be the main color, obviously, and then you use the minis for the striping and for the star. And let me see here. This is called Dark Moon. It's 75-25, and let me see, it's a 50 gram, which is perfect for these socks. And this is the Neon Rainbow Squad, and they consist of 6 10 gram minis, and they're also 75-25. So this is perfect for those socks, and I can't wait to cast that on. I feel like lately I've just been wanting to like do all the things, cast on all the things, but then at the same time I've been so motivated to go back and pull out whips and finish those. So I'm kind of like all over the place right now. But I don't know. I'm trying to be better at finishing things before starting things. I'm really trying to be better at that. So anyway, I love these. Thank you, Savannah, again. I'm so excited. And if you're interested in the set, again, I'll link that down below. Okay, and then the last thing that I got in the mail, which I'm super excited about. Again, this might be a little crinkly, but I really don't want to take this out. This is by Pineapple Yarn. You can see that here. This is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards. I bought 4 of them. This is in the colorway a la MOANA, and I just loved this colorway so much. There's just something about it. So I bought a sweater quantity or cardigan quantity because I plan on making a cardigan with this. And along with that, I am going to hold mohair with this, and I think it's going to be really pretty. This is just undyed mohair that I had in my stash. If you watch my previous videos, you know that I used to dye yarn, and then once I got pregnant, I stopped dyeing yarn just because of the chemicals, and I just didn't feel comfortable. But I have leftover undyed yarn. So I got 4 of these mohair skeins, and I do plan on holding them double, and I'm really excited about this project. So let me share with you what I plan to make. This is Like a Cloud by Hue Locatelli. It's in black and white. I apologize. I'm sure you have seen this pattern. It's beautiful. I've always liked this pattern. It's been in my favorites on Ravelry for quite a while, and I've just always wanted to knit it, and I just never knew exactly what yarn I wanted. And then when I saw that pineapple yarn, I just I knew that that's what it had to be. Like, it finally called to me and I knew that that's what it had to be. And I had the mohair for it, and I think it's gonna look so pretty. I think the mohair is gonna kind of tone down the color a little bit, but I think it's gonna be really, really nice together. So I don't know when I'm gonna cast this on. I think after my son is born and he's out of the NICU and things are a little bit more calm. So it's gonna be a few months before I cast this on. But I'm really excited to cast it on. I've had a few times where I almost just cake them up and cast it on, but I'm trying to be good and trying to focus on the other projects that I have. So those are future plans. And there is one other thing that I do plan on starting. And let me see. It is called, I do have it here. It is the Exploration Station Shawl by Stephen West. And I do plan on starting that with my friend Cassie. She has a YouTube channel here. I'll link her down below. But I do plan on starting that with her. Okay. Everybody just keeps calling me today. I apologize. So Hue Loco had came out with a new collection. I think it's called Summer Gems, but they had put different mixes together, I guess, and it consists of 4 different yarns. So the one that we ended up getting was called Reanna's Mix, I believe. Yeah, Reanna's Mix, and it is the Summer Gems collection. I'll link it down below if it's still available. So with that purchase, you get a pattern, which is great. But we realized later on, after we made the purchase, that the pattern doesn't necessarily go with the yarn per se. Like, the pattern calls for, I think, 3 skeins of yarn, and then the actual mix, like the mix, is 4 skeins of yarn. So we would have to choose 3 out of the 4, and then you have an extra yarn. So we just decided to look for another shawl pattern on Ravelry that would use up all 4 of the skeins. We were super excited to start that. We were gonna start it like this weekend pretty much. And then we realized that it was a pre-order and we wouldn't get it until like 3 to 4 weeks from now. So that was kind of a fail, but that is a future plan. However, I'll probably be giving labor around that time. So it'll be a while before I cast that on now. So that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. It's fine because I've been enjoying my other shawl anyway, and I need to focus on getting some whips done. So I think that's pretty much all I have though. Like I said, my next update will very likely be after my son is born, and he's gonna be in the NICU for quite a while. And it's gonna be hectic because I'm gonna have a baby. So I don't know when the next update will be, but make sure you follow me on Instagram because I do post very regularly there, and I'm sure I will post an update when he's born and all of that and keep you guys up to date. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you're working on, what your current obsessive whip is, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Or not so very soon, but I will talk to you guys when I have a baby. That's so crazy. I can't even believe it. Life is crazy. Okay, bye guys.